For my women who are breast cancer survivors, I find it's helpful to be as specific as I can about dietary guidance. And I really am very keen on my women increasing their cure rate by avoiding substantial weight gain. 10% of body weight gain or more, I'm very, very concerned. And the importance is to prevent it in the first place, because once it happens, it's possible that it's raised the risk of breast cancer recurrence. So a low carbohydrate diet is advisable. And the definition of a low carbohydrate diet is less than 50 grams of carbohydrates a day, and that's depending on the food, and you're depending on the portion. But that's a good rule of thumb, and there's excellent resources online about how many grams are in the foods we eat. But as you can imagine, that's going to be a lot of the white flour foods, the heavy sugar loads, the desserts, etc., is where a lot of our sugar comes from and a lot of our carbohydrates. The other issue is eating a lower fat diet, particularly if you have estrogen receptor negative breast cancer. If you're a survivor of estrogen receptor negative breast cancer, there's very good data that a low fat diet in the Women's Interventional Nutrition Study, the WINS trial, it lowered the risk of breast cancer recurrence by 50% in women with estrogen receptor negative breast cancer. And also recently, a big study from the Women's Health Initiative showed that women who ate a low-fat diet before they had breast cancer, when those women developed breast cancer, they had a lower risk substantially of dying of breast cancer because of their antecedent low-fat diet before they had breast cancer. So there is a relationship there between breast cancer outcome and a high-fat diet being poor and a low-fat diet being good. So a good rule of thumb there is to eat lean meats, low-fat or no-fat dairy, avoiding a lot of the processed foods that have fats in them, and avoiding the other fried foods. So natural fats such as avocados, olives, olive oil, nuts, etc., the natural fats are very healthy. But so it's basically lean meats, low-fat or no-fat dairy, avoid the fried foods, and avoid the processed foods that have a lot of the unhealthy fats in them.